Hey guys, it's your Sundays here on the Lost Girls, and this week is Storytime week, and do I have a story for you? As you can tell from the title, this is a story about how I almost died. And this is not clickbait. This is not clickbait at all. I literally almost died. Like, I should have died. Like, I don't know why I'm still, I know why I'm still alive, but like, I should have died when this happened. Okay, so this happened last year in April, and it was a car accident, so I'll just put that out there, and I'll insert pictures in a little bit. But okay, so what happened was, I'll give you a little backstory. That day I feel like it was a Monday or a Tuesday, so it was like a Monday or a Tuesday, and I had not gone to school that day because I was sick. I was like really sick and I wasn't feeling good at all. So my grandmother my mom had originally was gonna take me to the hospital, but it was my grandma and my mom, and my grandma was like, you know what, I'll just take her. I feel like this is so bright. Okay, we're gonna turn it down a little bit. I'm just gonna take her to the hospital for you. My mom was like, okay, that's fine. I don't think my mom was feeling good either. So my grandma and me get into the car. I want to say it's like around 11 o'clock. So we get into the car. Okay, so we live in a cul-de-sac, and then you have to go outside, and then it's like a one-way street, so you have to go to the end of that street, make a turnaround to go the other way. So that's what we did. We made the turnaround, and maybe I want to say about 50 feet after we make that turnaround, our brakes go out. No brakes whatsoever, and I guess the accelerator got like our accelerator gets stuck, our brakes go out, so we're going about 50 miles down like a neighborhood street. Like, it's like so bad, and we don't get that far. I feel like we maybe get another 50-60 feet, but going that, there were other cars. So my grandma was swerving on the car, and there was a freaking school bus. Like, there was another school bus, and we like swerved around. See my hand moves? We like swerved around the school bus, and in order to not hit any more cars, my grandmother swerved into because there's this field, because there's just nothing there yet. So she swerved into the field, and right when we went off the curb, we hit a small tree. So it wasn't like a big tree, but we hit it, and it was small, so we like ran over it. And once we ran over it, it was in April, so it was like raining a lot, so there was a lot of mud, and so mud and like leaves got stuck in the front tires of our car and made it flip. Like, it only flipped once, thank God, but it flipped upside down. I'll insert pictures here and here. I don't know how many pictures, just pictures right here. It was insane, and let me tell you, the entire time this was happening, one, I started screaming when like we started taking off. I was like, oh my God, like, what are you, like, I thought my grandma had like did something, but she was trying to control it. I was like, oh my God. This entire time, I swear, it felt like freaking 30 minutes while we were like taking off. I 100% thought I was gonna die. Like, there was no doubt in my mind, like, this is the last moments of my life. I am not kidding. I legit thought I was gonna die. And the airbags did deploy. By the way, like, all that, like, airbags smell so bad. It smells like sulfur, and it got in my lungs, and like I couldn't stop coughing. It was horrible. But while upside down in the car, I started freaking out because we were upside down. Like, I was like, oh my God. And so I called 911. This whole time I'm holding, my mom likes to make fun of this. I don't know why. This whole time I'm holding on to dear life for my phone. I don't know why. I was listening to music. So when we went upside down, I was holding on to my phone, and I called 911. And let me tell you, I've never called 911 ever before in my entire life. And so when I called 911, I did not know that they were gonna be like, please hold. They asked, do you need ambulance or fire emergency? And I don't know what I said, but they were like, please hold. I was like, it's 911. Why am I being put on, like, I could be dead and you're putting me on hold? Like, what the heck? So I'm trying to explain to this guy that we're in an accident. and we're like upside down in the car, and he's like, man, calm down, like I need your address, like where are you? I was like, I don't freaking know, I'm upside down in a car in a field, like you're supposed to know where I am. That's why I had like GPS and location on my phone. I didn't say all that, but like that was freaking going through my mind, like how are you gonna ask me for my address when I'm upside down? Like what? Thankfully, oh my gosh, okay, so I've watched so many movies to where I thought that I was like the car was gonna explode. I 100% thought the car was gonna explode. I was like, okay, I survived this far, but I'm about to die again. But like it didn't, obviously, and thank God for like bystanders, and I was gonna say pedestrians, but like bystanders, because they freaking helped us get out the car. Like there's this guy, I don't know if he wants his name put on there, I haven't talked to him, but I'm gonna call him Phil. His name was Phil, okay. And he helped me out of the car, or he helped my door wouldn't open, it was stuck, it was like bitten, so it couldn't open from my side. So my grandma's was the only one that would open, and she opened it by herself, so she kicked hers open. I know, my grandma kicking doors open, believe me. What? She kicked hers open, and I had to crawl out through her side. And so this, like the whole time I was freaking out because she tried to unbutton me. I was like, no, I am not about to fall and die. Granted, we were already upside down, so I wouldn't fall that much, but like glass, like no. But when the guy came and helped us, what he did is he held me and he unbuckled it so I wouldn't completely fall. But I did cut myself on the glass. But let me tell you this, me and my grandma, besides like bruises from like the seatbelt and like and we had like no other lacerations from the actual car accident itself. Like we didn't have a nosebleed, we didn't have anything like there. We were completely like okay on the outside, and we have cuts. Like my grandma has her leg got cut off, and my leg, I have a small part of my leg that got cut off, but cut up, not cut off. I have both my legs, don't worry. But that happened when we were crawling out of the car because we had to crawl on the glass, so I got cut up from there. But like from the accident itself, we were completely fine, and that was a freaking blessing. Like only God like had that happen. Like I, like from that day forward, I was like, you really up there, God? Like what? It blew my mind. But after we got out of the car, I started hyperventilating, and like I won't say I had an anxiety attack, I don't really know, I was just crying. And they took my grandma first, so when not first, but like they started walking with her first, so I was right behind her. I was like, grandma, come here. Like I was bawling, like I was a mess. And I kept repeating, oh my God, like we could have died, over and over and over and over again, sorry. And then I had to like get myself together, because I'm the one that had to like call my aunts. My grandma was fine, by the way, like she didn't pass out or anything, like get knocked out. But I had to call my aunt and tell her what happened, and then I had to call other people and tell them what happened, because they had to come get me, because my grandma went in the ambulance, but I didn't, and I'll tell you why I did in a little bit. But I had to call her, and like this whole time, like all like these, like I thought nobody saw us get in an accident, which was stupid, but like in my mind I was like, nobody saw us, we're gonna die out here. But it's like so many people helped us, and I thank God every day for those people. I don't know all their names, but they were angels sent by God. Like I'm not kidding, they were amazing. There was this one off-duty police officer that helped us as well, so it was such a blessing. But okay, so after I called, like the fire people came and they like cleaned up my leg and everything. Oh my God, can people stop texting me? It's it's the other girls in our group chat. I love y'all. Okay. After they cleaned up my leg and everything, like I had to calm down. Like I was a little bit like, but I had to come down to the point that I could answer questions and like talk to like the police officers and the fire department and stuff. So, or the EMTs. There you go. That's the word. And yeah, so that was absolutely insane. And so after this took my grandma away and my aunt came to pick me up, and after they towed the car away, I had to go tell my mom. And my mom has like crazy anxiety and she overreacts for everything, and I guess it's not her fault because she has anxiety, but she flips, and I'm the only one in my entire family that actually knows how to talk to her without her freaking out. Like everybody in my family, this is the reason why I didn't go to the hospital in the ambulance, is because I had to be the one that told my mom, because if I wasn't the one that told my mom and one of my aunts told my mom, she would have had freaked out, and she was the one that would have had to be put in the hospital, because she would have because they would have said it wrong. They would have said it to the where she would have thought that we were seriously injured or something. So I had to be like, yo, we're both okay, grandma's okay, she's not seriously hurt or anything, I'm not seriously hurt. And her saying me kind of calmed her down and made her feel better, I guess. So that's why I didn't go to the hospital, even though I should have, because that day, we got to the hospital where my grandma was, and I still hadn't seen the doctor, and I was there for 4 hours and still hadn't seen the doctor. And so we went to another hospital. I don't know why, I don't remember why. We went to another hospital and for them to see me, and they didn't do anything at all. And I remember waking up the next day in so much pain. My back was hurting so bad, it was excruciating pain. So but I went through physical therapy and everything's better in that aspect. Sometimes I still hurt, but other than that, my body is just old because I've been through so much sports wise, and just I'm a clumsy mess. So I hurt a lot, but for the most part, yeah, I almost died, and it was honestly the scariest moment in my life. And because of that, I haven't got my driver's license yet, because for a long time I was afraid of driving, and I was afraid of just cars in general, and I was afraid of going too fast. And so when I hear accelerate, I guess you can say I have mild PTSD. I don't want to put that out because I feel like people are gonna attack me and say, PTSD. But anyway, when I hear cars accelerate, it takes me back to that day, and I hate it. I hate it so much. My best friend, he has a Corvette, and I refuse to get in that Corvette with him because I don't like the noise at all. But yeah, that's how I almost died. What? Story time over. I don't know if it was that good of a story time, but I'm still here, so I didn't die. Yay. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you're happy that I didn't die, or if you just enjoyed the video. Follow me on all my social media below. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Go check out my main channel if you haven't already. Links in the description, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye. Ew, that was gross. Bye.